Shalom, shalom. Hey, I got the $1,000,000 question, right? For those that claim the mark of the beast is a microchip, right? With everything going on in the earth, who's going to implement the mark of the beast? What nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's all white people, you got to be specific, because obviously Russia is not doing what America is doing. China is not doing what America is doing. Iran is definitely not doing what America is doing. What nations or what white nation is going to implement the mark of the beast? Because if you say it's America, then obviously it ain't going to be the whole world. So this is where the doctrine kind of falls very short. It takes a deep dive very short. If the mark of the beast is going to be a worldwide thing and you can't eat, right, and drink and buy and sell, right, all of this stuff with a physical chip, the $1,000,000 question is, who's going to implement it? And I'm going to leave y'all with that, right? Because obviously the nations ain't getting along. And whatever NATO's doing, BRICS ain't with it. And whatever BRICS is doing, NATO ain't with it. So who's going to implement it? This is why I don't subscribe, and neither do the servants subscribe to the mark of the beast being a microchip. So riddle me that back.
These guys are clearly not in the spirit of prophecy itself, because they're asking these retarded questions, and they're calling it a $1,000,000 question, but it's really a stupid question. All right, first and foremost, to answer the question directly, who's going to implement the mark of the beast? The answer is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay, he's going to do it. Okay, and what you guys are doing is basically doubting the Lord and his power and what he has established and what he has set up. Okay, first and foremost, these are the Lord's words. Okay, this has nothing to do with what nation he's going to use to do it. All right, which we know he's going to use Esau, Edom. But you guys are clearly doubting the prophecy. OK, now you can't see how all of this AI technology and digital IDs and everything is going digital. You can't see the way that the world is going. All right, which we like to say all roads lead to the chip. OK, they're implementing their AI and their different technology strategies to gear society up. OK, into the way of the chip. Sorry, maybe it's not for you. The election have obtained it and the rest were blinded. It's not a $1,000,000 question. You niggas try to make it seem like you coming up with this epiphany. No, the Lord is going to use Esau, Edom to implement it. It doesn't matter if Esau, Edom is not on the same page as far as the nations are concerned. OK, at the end of the day, they're all Edomites. OK, and they're going to try to create a one world government.
Non, c'est gentil.
C'est bon. Ça va?
Vous sentez que la crème a fait un peu effet quand même?
C'est fini.
Non. Ok. Ça va être rapide, hein. Là, il y a toute la place, il y a juste à le mettre, pas pousser.
C'est fini.
The mark of the beast is finally here, and they are advertising it on my For You page. I just came across the video of a man that just got the Neuralink chip planted right next to his brain 5 days ago. He's on there talking about he's not the only one that got it, and if we don't get it, our children will have it for sure. He was basically saying everyone is about to have this Neuralink planted right next to their brain. He then went to say he can now move objects with his eyes. He don't have to touch them. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the same man that was on here a couple years ago getting tested because his skin was turning like a reptile, something like that. I don't know what's going on, but what I do know, this is not of God. Once you get that Neuralink chip planted next to your brain, you are now coming into agreement with some type of false god or something weird.